What's going on, YouTube? It's that black dude, and I'm back. This time I have not so breaking news, which should have been breaking news, but it wasn't, because they released this information over the weekend during March Madness, probably so that you won't get the chance to hear it, in hopes of you still believing a bunch of BS from 2 years ago that they've been doing for the last 2 years. Well, Saturday, Muller's report showed that there was absolutely no Russian collusion at any point in time. No time, no way, no how. Didn't happen. People like me for the last 2 years have been saying it didn't happen, at least not on his end. But now the investigation is officially over. After 2 years of sending subpoenas to people. I said subpoenas. You know what I'm trying to say. 2 years of that, people getting arrested, people going to jail. Only to find out that 2 years of investigation showed up nothing between Trump and Russia. Russia didn't hack the election. Russia didn't interfere in it. The elections are still safe. Go out there and you vote for who you want, and if your candidate wins through the electoral college system, then hey, it wins. By the way, the electoral college system, you know why that was invented? Easy. Check it out. You got big states like New York, Texas, California, and even Florida. Not a huge state, but it's heavily populated. Okay. Now, these states, Texas, Florida, New York, California, there are basically more people in those states than the rest of the country. So, let's just say Texas, California, Florida, and New York all wanted the same exact thing, and they voted the same way. Well, whatever we vote for, we're always gonna get, because those smaller states don't have enough people to compete. So they invented the electoral college system to prevent one-sided voting, where 3 or 4 states rule the entire country. That's what it's for, and that's how he won, through the electoral college system. Now, with that being said, what happened to the other Russian collusion? I mean, come on, think about it. 2 years they've been pounding it in y'all head that this guy done overthrew the country. He's Putin's puppet, that he's being controlled by someone else. The Russians are running the country. None of that happened. So what about the stuff that actually did happen? The Uranium One deal, where the Clintons, Hillary, while Secretary of State, actually took millions of dollars. I think it was $13 million. I had the exact number in the previous video. I think it was $13 million that she took directly to the Clinton Foundation so that she can sign a bill to allow Russia to have about 20% of our uranium. This again is when Barack was trying to denuke the United States, and Putin was busy building up his stockpile. That's collusion right there. That's collusion to help another country out in a way that shouldn't happen. Then there's this other thing going on. Remember the statement that Barack was caught saying? When I get elected, I'll have more flexibility. Sounds like you guys are colluding to do something. Colluding to do what? Finish denuking the country? What about this here for collusion? Hezbollah. The drugs from Hezbollah were allowed to be brought in, and it was something to do with the uranium nuke deal. How about that crap? The Iranian nuke deal, I mean. in there some kind of way that we'd have to allow these guys to do whatever they want to do, getting messages there, allowing them to do whatever they wanted to do, including run drugs up in the country, or we wouldn't sign the nuke deal, the Iranian nuke deal. So, that would be collusion, wouldn't it? And there's evidence of that type of collusion. What about the dossier to begin with? That the Clinton team wrote up, had Fusion GPS to produce, which is a Russian company. And then they spreaded it around as if it was true to the FBI, who knew that the dossier was created as a target, as opposition research. So isn't that like collusion right there? That you guys were colluding to trash a guy who hadn't done anything illegal? It sounds like it was collusion to overthrow a rightful president who's doing one heck of a job. Don't know about y'all, but my taxes are lower. Did pretty good on the income tax, got more back than I ever got before. Looking good to me. Stock market's going up and hitting record highs. Record all-time highs. I don't have one of those good jobs yet, but jobs is the job market is booming so great, especially in the oil field, that they don't have enough people to fill them. Especially in Midland, Texas, which I really want to go there, but it's kind of rough being a single dad with the kids. For me just to move way out there, become a little truck driver, local at that, home every night, hauling that oil, making, more than double my income now. More than double my income. But who's going to take them to school? Who's going to pick them up? Which kind of screws me. And by the time they're old enough to stay home, Trump will be out of office. Because he is going to, I guarantee you, he's got 2020 wrapped up. I mean, think about it. The American people have been duped for 2 years by the media, by the Democratic Party, that this guy did something evil. Now, there's going to be a bunch of people out there who are not going to believe that he's innocent. It's just human nature, because for so long, especially on television, the TV media, they've been saying that he's guilty. They've been talking about impeachment and all of that. The media, mainstream media, is the Democratic Party. And people have to understand that these CEOs and the people who run those companies, even the reporters, a lot of those are big-time Democratic donors. And you're only getting one side of the story. Fox News for a while, they fluctuate from left and right, left and right, left and right. They got rid of Judge Jeanine Pirro and replaced her with CNN's Donna Brazier. Donna Brazier, who was guilty of actually passing Hillary Clinton questions during the Trump-Clinton debates. Like, rehearsing the questions with this woman, Donna Brazier. Also known as a real big... She's also another big-time Clinton donor. She's been with the Clintons since the 90s. And their ratings in Fox is just dropping because of it. So, when it comes to your TV news, just turn this shit off. Turn it off. Flip on the radio. I hate to say it. Give Rush Limbaugh a chance. Because, hey, just like I was lied to about this guy for years and accidentally found this show and was laughing my ass off, and then I'm like, wait, he said Rush Limbaugh. This is the guy? He's not saying anything racist. I don't hear any white supremacist stuff. Let me listen to the show. And stuff that he would talk about would happen months later. I guarantee you, he's got an ego. He'd say so, I guarantee you this is going to happen. Then months later, it actually happens. And he's right there. See, I told you. But if you are going to watch TV news, go and do some research on it. Go online and do some research. But you also have to realize that, like I said, a lot of these big company owners are Democratic donors. So you're only getting one side of the story. Even Google and Mark Zuckerberg, I don't know who owns Google, I can't remember, but Mark Zuckerberg, they tried their best to censor conservatives on Facebook. Diamond and Silk, they were on Capitol Hill talking about that. If you remember, that's when Hank Johnson was up there. I'm like, don't you girls make a lot of money doing this? So it's all about the money. Yeah, old Hank Johnson, bastard. Yeah, they try to suppress the conservative media. I would block Democrat crap, and it still pop up on the page. In the meantime, even me, from time to time, I'd post something, some good old juicy dirt on them, or just something that I really want to express myself about. Let it be pro-Trump, I don't see it. Let it be anti-Obama back then, I don't see it. Blocked, not available, don't show up on my timeline. I try to look at Allen West's page, can't see it, but I see Occupy Democrats. So they're trying to suppress you. Google, they do the same thing. You try to find something about the Clinton kill count, and it's hard to find anything on there. As a matter of fact, there was another guy not too long ago involved with the Clintons. I believe he was a bodyguard, if I'm not mistaken. And this couldn't have been no more than a month ago. I believe it broke out this month that he supposedly committed suicide. Now, I'm not sure, like I said, I didn't do too much research in it, but we already know the Clintons got a lot of debt that surrounds them. A bunch of people, more than 50, who've all had dirt on them, have all committed suicide or ended up in some horrific crash. And one of the people who so-called committed suicide had gunshot wounds, 2 gunshot wounds to the back of the head. I don't think you're gonna get a second shot to kill yourself. Or that weightlifter, that black guy who was over in Russia or Ukraine or somewhere over there. Muscle-bound black guy lifting weights. The bar ended up crushing his neck. Oh, it must have slipped out of his hand, but as big and strong as that guy is, and for it to crush his windpipe, stuff didn't add up. And just recently, and whoever else this was, talking about releasing their book, they had a book coming out. They were all excited, they're posting about it. Sudden suicide. Suddenly dead, and they ruled it as suicide. So you're not gonna, even looking on Google, you can't hardly find anything bad about the Clintons or the Obamas. When there's actual factual proof about the crimes that they've committed, they should be jailed for. Anyways, I got another tasted video coming up. It's a special one. My grandfather used to cook these fresh, cut them up and everything, and I found these in my favorite adult playground store, 99-cent store. So I'm going to be doing the taste test on those coming up, but as far as the news, man, I've dived way out of the Russian collusion, which did not happen, and went all the way over here. Anyways, as usual, when I'm talking about the Clintons and the Democrats in general, I must tell you now, I am heart healthy and non-suicidal. If you like this stuff, go ahead and give a thumbs up and subscribe. Share it with your friends. Peace out.